To do a little bit. Oh my god. Why can't I speak today? What's up, guys? Welcome back. Hope you're having a great weekend. Quick update here in Russia. We won our match yesterday, 3-1 in Odenburg. Awesome team win. 2 more regular season matches to go. Unfortunately, I was not there. As many of you guys know, I got sick last week. Flu-like symptoms, chills, body aches, fever, all that great stuff. But I think I'm feeling a lot better today, and hopefully I'll be back on the court with my team this week. All right, today we are going to be doing a quick Q&A about USA Volleyball. I put this out on my Instagram a couple of weeks ago, and as you guys can see, I got a good amount of questions here to answer. So I'm going to go through them, hopefully answer a bunch of your questions, and you guys can get to know our team a little bit better. Let's do it. Okay. All right, this is a good one to start. Oh. You guys, these names are going to kill me this video. David Evbayeka, help me, asked, I know that Team USA is focused on culture. From your point of view, what does culture mean to you? So yes, we have a large emphasis on culture in Team USA Volleyball. What that means to me is how hard we work, how we treat each other on and off the court, how we treat other people on and off the court, how we respect our opponents, how we're willing to fight every single point, no matter how far we're winning, how far we're losing, it doesn't matter. We're gonna show that effort, we're gonna stay together, we're gonna stay positive for the most part, and we're gonna work as hard as possible. So I think that our team has a great culture. We are friends on and off the court. It doesn't mean we're best friends, but we have great respect for each other. We work hard, we have fun, and at the end of the day, we're gonna work as hard as we can and fight for every single point and match. This is a good one. Noob is low, interesting name, asks, can I speak? Who's usually the first one to be there for training? And the last one, interesting. So I have to say that the first person usually at training is Matt Anderson. If we have a training at 9, which we normally start at 9 in the morning, he will be there roughly around 7, Matt, correct me if I'm wrong, 7:15, like super early to eat breakfast, get warmed up, get treatment, prehab, just getting ready for the day. So he is definitely like one of the most professional players I've ever seen and gets there so early, like even maybe too early, I'm not sure. And the last person, is this shade? I think in recent years, Micah Ma'a, you know you're the last one at training. He's always coming up looking like he just got out of bed, putting his shoes on and strolling onto the court. I don't know what he's doing. And we always tell him like, bro, can you be a little bit earlier? Like, this is just not looking great. But yeah, Matt's the earliest, and I think Micah Ma'a is the last one. Okay, Josh_Grossfeld asked, where was your favorite place to travel for a volleyball trip? So I'm going to answer this in terms of our whole team. And I think there's a lot of places that we enjoy traveling to. We've gone to amazing places in Japan, in France, in Brazil, in Poland, in Italy, like so many amazing places. We went to Iran, which most US citizens don't get to go to. We've been to the Amazon River in Brazil. We've been to Rome in Italy. We've been to the south of France. We've been to Tokyo. So we enjoy going to so many places. It's amazing to play volleyball in these countries, but also to experience the culture and these cities because our coaches do a pretty good job of letting us, kind of venture out and maybe get dinner one time that week when we do travel to those countries. Oh my God, these names. I apologize, you guys. Maru Poperome Pride asks, how many players are in the national team training pool for international games? So that's a great question. So for most of these tournaments, like the VNL, the large roster is usually, I think, 18 to 20 people. So we have about 18 or 20, 22 people training for the team. Now, there are other tournaments that are usually going on in the summer, such as maybe a Norseca, a Pan Am Cup, a Pan Am Games, which is usually younger guys or guys coming up through the national team program. So on the national team A court, that's not the best way of putting it, there might be 16 to 20 players. And then on maybe the younger team court, there's another 16 to 20. So in the gym at once, there might be around 30 to 40 guys. But for every tournament, it's usually a roster of 14. Or for the Olympics, it's actually even down to 12. So it's a big pool of people, but has to be cut down to 12 or 14 for every tournament. All right, I have no idea how to say this name. IRCRIM, Erkrim, asks, how much do you play on a daily basis? How much do you train when you aren't playing? So I train a lot, but I'm going to answer this question in terms of our national team every summer. So we train 5 times a week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. We lift weights 4 times a week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. We watch video once or twice a week as a team, but we're expected to watch individual video every day. And we usually do like a recovery video, work on our body kind of day once a week, and that's that Thursday. So practice again, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. Saturday's usually like a scrimmage day. And weights Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. And then we have kind of recovery and video on the off days or at night when we're home alone. Bryson Co. Would you ever try and play for Team USA Beach? No. I love beach, you guys, but I am not like a professional level. I think there are guys on our team that could. We have a lot of good beach volleyball players. I think Taylor Sander, Garrett Mwakatutia, Kavika Shoji, Micah Ma'a, TJ DeFalco. They're all really, really good beach players, and I think they could go pro. But me, not gonna happen. All right. NNM_5 asks, when does Team USA start and end? So national team season in general is for the summer. So we'll start in April, May, depending on the tournament, and go through August, September, October, again, depending on the tournament and the year. So in general, it's for the summer, but we are in constant contact throughout the year, even when we're playing professionally overseas. So our coaches check in, our weight coaches, our nutritionist. I'm always talking with my teammates and friends. So in general, it's for the summers, but we are in contact throughout the year. Okay, Gianne MD asks, what particular match is the most memorable / make or break game for you or Team USA? Oof, so many memorable games. I'll go for this quad the past couple of years. I think the Poland loss in the World Championship semis and also the bronze medal match in the World Championship was so memorable and huge for our team. That loss in the semifinals was absolutely devastating, and it was super late at night. We were exhausted, we were emotional, and the next day we had to play the early game against Serbia in the bronze medal match. And I just remember our team being so down and, like I said, emotional and not feeling it. But somehow we came together, said, hey, we're going to give everything we can for this match. We're going to fight as hard as possible. And that's exactly what we did against Serbia. It wasn't a perfect match. It wasn't a pretty match, but somehow we battled together, so strong together, and came out with that 3-1 win. So that kind of like 24 hours there was so memorable, and I think definitely is a signature point for our team. Okay, Lilo Shagimoto, what a name, asks, do you pick roommates when you're overnight traveling? Who's the best roomie? I'm the best roomie. It's not true, guys. I'm pretty high maintenance on the road. Do we pick our roommates? No, we don't pick our roommates, but our coaches and staff pretty much know who goes together, who wants to be together, and who works together. So we pretty much get who we want every trip, and if we're not loving it and it's not working, we can ask to change, and it's not a big deal. So normally I'm with Taylor Sander. We've been doing it for years. It's all good. In 2019, Taylor was injured a little bit, so I think I was with Garrett or Micah or Dave Smith. it can change, but in general, we kind of have the same roommates every trip if all things are the same. Chambers underscore asks, what is your favorite part about playing for Team USA? Ooh, so many cool things. I think the first thing is just being able to represent my country and my family and my state on this international level, playing the game that I love to play around the world. So I think it's just an honor. I try to represent myself super well, play hard and have fun and be kind to everyone around me. So just representing my country is such a huge, huge honor. I think the other thing is just creating friendships and bonds with these players and these coaches and these staff members who, without this team, I wouldn't even know, to be honest. So that camaraderie, those friendships, that brotherhood is amazing to have. And I'm so lucky to be part of this team and have those friendships in my life. Nuj Tome, I hope I'm saying that right. I think he's from Saudi Arabia, asks, hi Erik, who's the biggest eater on the team? Wow. So I don't know why like eating is a competition. It's like, oh, I can eat the most. But I have seen our guys eat a lot of food and I don't even know who's number one because a lot of the guys can eat a lot. Micah Christensen will definitely tell you he can eat the most. Garrett will tell you he can eat the most. I think Micah Ma'a will tell you he can eat the most. I don't know, but these guys can eat, let me tell you. Okay, LH or IH 97 Ika, you guys, these names, asks favorite memory outside the court. Ooh, so many great memories. Like I said, we've traveled all around the world. I think one of the most unique experiences was being able to go on the Amazon River and travel by boat down the river and just see the nature, see the atmosphere, and even see these riverside communities within the Amazon. So that was amazing and special, and we got to go fishing and we ate some food from the Amazon River, and it was just a unique experience and something that honestly I don't think we'll ever get to do again. Oh, I love this question. Lorenzo Tintori asks, who's the best singer on the team? And I like this question because we have a lot of good singers. Our team is very musically inclined. So let's see. We have Garrett. We have both Micahs. We have, I think Josh is a good singer. Cal D'Agostino is a good singer. I'm like to think that I'm a good singer. Gosh, I think I'm missing. Even Taylor Sander can sing when he focuses. Who else is there? A lot of great singers, a lot of great musicians, ukulele players, guitar players, piano players. It's awesome. I love it. Max Holt. And it's definitely one of the best things about our team. All right, this is a good question. Bolmez Lotus Gabriel, I hope I'm saying that right, asks, how does it feel playing against your Team USA teammates in Europe? Do you meet with them on game days? So what he's referencing is that when we're finished with Team USA in the summers, we all go to different club professional teams in Europe. So I play in Russia, Kavika plays in Italy, Micah plays in Italy, Taylor plays in Poland, just for example. And sometimes we play against each other. It's just how things work. And how does it feel playing against them? It's fun and it's challenging and it's hard, but it's our job and it's something that I think we're all kind of used to at this point. But I think overall it's kind of fun. It's like playing against your brother or your friend, and it's super competitive. And do we meet? Yeah, we'll try to meet if our schedules allow. So maybe we'll get a coffee or maybe meet up the night before a match or maybe even after the match. So yeah, we'll definitely try to meet up after we're done trying to beat each other on the court. So a lot of people are asking this, but basically asking what's the process of becoming a player for Team USA? Well, I think in general, it starts from a young age. So you're going to want to practice from a young age. I started when I was 8 or 9, but I think someone like maybe Matt or Ben started when they were 15 or 16. And you're going to want to try and play high school, play club if you can, try out for USA junior programs, high performance. Ultimately, you're going to want to go and play on in college. Any level will do. I've seen players from NAIA, D3, D2, all the way to D1, of course, be on the national team. So it's important for you to try and start from a younger age and move up in skill level and improve, play college, and from there try to play professionally. But I think the main thing is to play in high school and college, and then a lot of the recognition you're going to find is in college, and then hopefully from there you'll get recruited for the national team. All right, Michael 23 Fisher asks, who are the most competitive guys in the USA gym? Well, I think we're all pretty competitive. I think we wouldn't get to the national team level if we weren't, but outwardly competitive, because I'm more kind of like internally competitive, I would say Thomas Jeske is a fighter and someone that's going to bring energy and fight every day. Micah Christensen, my brother, who else is there? So many guys, but those three definitely stick out in my mind, who's going to be vocal and aggressive in a good way and outwardly competitive. Okay, a libero specific question. Stephen Pettish asks, what stats do the coaching staff keep during practices for libero? So I think it's pretty standard. They're looking at our reception, our defense, and also our setting ability, because we are responsible for setting the second ball if it's super out of system or the setters pass the first ball. So pretty standard stuff. They're looking at everything we do and also how we communicate on the court, how good of a teammate we might be, and also how much energy and focus we bring to each and every training. So again, passing, digging, and setting, pretty standard libero stuff. Okay, Jeff Arroway, hope I'm saying that correctly, asks, what is something people would be surprised to know about USA Volleyball practices? Well, this is kind of a boring answer, but actually a lot of teams and players overseas are surprised to hear that we only practice in the mornings or one time in the morning. I think a lot of Europeans especially are used to maybe having lifting or weight training in the morning and then a practice in the afternoon. When Team USA, we actually train in the morning and then we'll go into weightlifting directly after that. So we usually start at 9 and we're done around 2 or 3. When overseas, normally we're training in the morning, maybe 9 to 11, take a break, and then we'll have volleyball in the afternoon from 5 to 8 or something like that. So the scheduling is a little bit different. Baby Felicia asks, the one who always gets scolded from the coach, if there is anyone. There is always someone, isn't there, for every coach? It's changed, I feel like. Back in like 2014, I feel like it was Taylor Sander, and then it was Thomas Jeske, and then it was me. I feel like it's been Aaron Russell. A bunch of guys, and it's constantly changing, but it usually passes. Razzle_Yap asks, who's the loudest screamer when you score a point? Clearly me. Have you ever seen highlights of our games? Me, I'm screaming like a freaking banshee out there. Are you kidding? Ooh, Asim Mangan, sorry about that one, asks, if you're gonna pick one USA teammate to team up for beach volleyball, who would it be? Well, I actually haven't seen a lot of the guys play, even though I know a lot of them are good. I've played with Micah and Kavika, but I think I'm going to pick Taylor Sander. I need a blocker, even though he's not the tallest, but he can jump freaking high, and I think he's probably one of the best beach players, and we play well together. All right, guys, last question here. Aiden Arsenal 1 asks, have all of your friendships off the court helped you guys play together on the court? Yes, I definitely think so, but I will say that I don't think you need to be best friends with all of your teammates off the court in order to play well together on the court, but there does need to be a mutual respect. That being said, I do think that our friendships off the court help us play better together on the court. The more trust you have in each other, the more love you have for each other, and the more willing you are to just go that extra mile for someone, the better you're going to be on the court and the more willing you are going to be to fight and compete and go for it every single moment of that match. So yeah, I think that friendships off the court do translate to on the court, and you're just going to play better because of it. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something about our team, about USA Volleyball. I'll be sure to do more of these in the future. But for now, get out, play some volleyball, have some fun, and I'll see you all soon. Peace.